everyone, it's Mandy, and today we are going to check out beach villas versus overwater villas in the Maldives. In today's video, we're exploring one of our favorite resorts, the W Maldives. It's perfect if you're looking for modern, fun luxury. We'll cover how to get there, compare to beach and overwater villas, the food, and the amenities on property. One big favor before we dive in is to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like content like this. As a disclaimer, these are from the archives since we finally got around to editing them. This video is the third in the Maldives series. For the most part, the hard product for the hotels and flights should be the same. Check the respective websites for the most up-to-date menus and pricing. In our last video, we stayed at the St. Regis Maldives before hopping over to the W Maldives. If you're visiting multiple resorts, you'll have to reset each time at Malé Airport for transportation arrangements. You can't just fly from one resort to another. When we arrived at the airport, we found the W Maldives transfer desk in the arrivals section. The only way to get to the W is by Seaplane. The resort you book will arrange transportation details with you. Trans-Maldivian Airways operates the flight, and a round-trip seaplane flight is about $670 per person, and prices will vary by resort. There's no way around a seaplane fee. They'll have your seaplane voucher and boarding pass and help you check in and drop off your luggage. One important note is that they weigh everything, so I usually prefer a lighter carry-on to avoid any extra fees. Most resorts have about 30 kilograms total allowance for a carry-on plus regular luggage. They'll likely clarify this in the welcome letter. After checking in and dropping off the bags, the team drove us to the airport lounge to enjoy some snacks and drinks before taking off. Be sure to grab some snacks to go in case you get hungry and some earplugs for the seaplane. The seaplane flight is approximately half an hour long and has amazing views. We landed on a dock and from there took a short boat ride to the resort. The team was ready to greet us and handed out a cold towel plus welcome drinks, which range from champagne, juice, or water. Hey everyone, it's Mandy and welcome to the W Maldives. We are currently in the standard booking room if you do book this property on points. So it's a pretty nice beach bungalow. The bed over here is a swing, interesting lights, really roomy sofa area, and since we are platinum members with Marriott Bonvoy, we do get a lot of welcome gifts, and I heard these are refilled every day, so make sure you eat and drink up. See, complimentary bottle of champagne here, along with a cute little basket of cookies. Fresh young coconut, which I heard from our butler, which were like the best on the island. I guess there's only one island. It's the best on this island. Drink up the young coconuts. Over here is the mini bar. So this is a paid section here. Coffee is free, and this is the water that is complimentary. So you can also request still or sparkling water. One cool thing about the W mini bar is that this top section, which is non-alcoholic drinks, is complimentary. The beer costs money, and then the bottled water that's imported is at cost. So stick to the juices and sodas. Champagne and wine is also at cost. Here is a wide variety of glasses, coffee cups, coffee pods. For the W mix bar, this is the price list. These are the complimentary ones, lists for alcohol prices and snacks. These are sub socks that he likes putting on the counter. All the property information is in this little corner. So one cool thing is that they do have complimentary activities every day of the week where you just show up and participate. And we will be sure to partake in the sweet oasis. So in the main pool area, every hour they have like popsicles or some sort of like refreshing snack for you. Over here is the closet and the bathroom area. Closet is pretty standard, so bathrobe, umbrellas, and places to put your clothes. Here's the bathroom, but the coolest part is behind these doors. Look how relaxing that looks. Yeah, bathtub area with open ceiling, and then a bunch of toiletries here, and these are from Bliss. Each beach villa has its own private pool along with a circular couch, and it's also a jacuzzi. And based on our experiences of land villas in Bora Bora and the Maldives, This is pretty spacious. I think it's a really good redemption, and if we had to stay here, I wouldn't mind at all, just because there's plenty of room and there's easy access to the beach. But speaking of the beach, let's go to the beach. So a practically private beach. As you can see, there are barely any neighbors around, and you can just go straight through the snorkeling channel. So where the two buoys are is a dedicated man-made snorkeling channel, so you don't step on any coral reefs. Lawn chairs are also available in case you want to enjoy a view of the ocean instead of trees. Water station to clean your feet off so you don't get sand everywhere. Since the W Maldives is a resort, if you do have a Marriott co-branded credit card that has resort credits, you are able to use it towards the room rate or food, dining, or massage services here. If you really have your hopes set on the Overwater Bungalow, there are a few ways to get it. The first way to guarantee it is to book it directly with points. So skip the base booking and spend a little bit extra in order to guarantee an Overwater Villa. The second way is to take a gamble, and if you have gold or platinum status, put the request in with your butler when you arrive. And based on the duration of your stay, if something becomes available and you're on the wait list, they can change rooms for you. We took the second route, so we booked a base room and we put in a request for an upgrade, which was granted. So on our second day, we are moving over to the Overwater Villa. Welcome to the attic, where you can find a nice overview area and a swinging couch. So these are exclusive to the beach bungalows, the second floor. So you will not find these in the Overwater Villa, which they're pretty nice. And then if it rains or you want some privacy, you can also let the curtains down. One important thing to be aware of is that the beach bungalows are not as private as you would expect from other resorts. We can see our neighbor's backyard. So I'm guessing the general rule is if you can see your neighbors, they can see you. Overall, I think this beach bungalow is a really great points redemption, especially comparing them to other beach bungalows that we've seen in Bora Bora. So I wouldn't be mad if we didn't get upgraded in the last few days. It's actually pretty nice. With that being said, let's go check out the rest of the property.
One thing that's unique about W properties is that their amenities have very simple and straightforward names. For restaurants, there's a wide variety, but some of them are only open on select days of the week, so be sure to coordinate accordingly. We'll explore a few of them throughout the video. Fish is an overwater restaurant that features seafood. Fire is where jungle meets beach feast vibes, which focuses on grilled and charcoal dining. Kitchen is just like home, and it's their all-day dining bistro where breakfast is served. Sip is an open-air overwater bar, which is perfect for sunsets and bites. And finally, the Wet Deck is a swim-up pool bar with specialty cocktails and light bites like pizza, burgers, and Asian dishes. For dinner on the first night, we went to Fish, the signature overwater seafood restaurant. It features seafood sourced locally as well as premium imports. One important note is that it's not open every night and it's only available on select days of the week. The price was quite steep at the time, which was $180 per person, and it's probably even more expensive now. Any drinks you order are extra. They had a wide range of seafood, from lobsters, soft-shell crab, a variety of fish, and sushi. All the seafood is made to order to ensure freshness, customization, and quality control. For lobsters, you can choose to get it one of 3 styles: steamed, grilled, or tempura style. We got some grilled ones and they were perfectly cooked and tasty. The tempura-style soft-shelled crab was also pretty good, very fresh and meaty. We also ordered shrimp a few ways, and our favorite was still the lobster. If you want pasta, it's freshly made in-house and you can add it to any dish. In the other room, a wide variety of appetizers, sashimi, sushi rolls, and tataki were available. Dessert was an event in itself where they bring out a large board and torch some ingredients. The main dessert was freshly roasted marshmallows on top of vanilla ice cream with a wide variety of toppings like mango compote, pistachios, and chocolate sauce. Overall, we really enjoyed this dinner and would recommend the seafood buffet if it's available during your stay.
All right, trying some of the sushi items. So we have the kingfish tataki, salmon skin, tuna tataki. Let's try kingfish tataki. I think my favorite's the kingfish tataki. Tempura sushi. What's that? Ooh, lobster this. The grilled lobster. Oh, okay. Yeah, most chain restaurants, when they advertise lobster, it's usually langoustine because it's the easier replacement. I just like the king tataki. All right, we have lobster bisque with a grilled lobster. So nice sizable chunk in there. It's like, yeah, Thai coconut milk lobster bisque. Got ginger, bean sprouts, and chilies in here. The lobster is really good. It's like on the borderline rare, where the soup cooks it. Very good.
One thing I really love about the property is that if you have elite status with Marriott, management actively tries to upgrade your room when it's available. We started out in the beach villa on the first night, and an ocean water villa became available the next day. Welcome to the Overwater Villa. Let's take a look around. So here we have the couch, the bed. Instead of ropes, there's jellyfish for the lights, which I feel is more appropriate for the ocean theme. And if you look down, there is a glass floor for you to observe the fish. No fish right now because it's in the afternoon, so they're probably in the shade somewhere where it's nice and cool. But one interesting thing here is there's also a rocking chair. Ooh. So you can rock, relax, and look down at the fish. Mini bar area is over here, so complimentary coffee, tea, along with the non-alcoholic drinks which are inside. The mini bar pricing is exactly the same. And then we have closets here, and this area leads into the bathroom. So the bathroom layout is a bit different. The bathtub is facing the ocean view, but I personally like the garden view. Maybe it's the design aesthetics, but of course the ocean view is also amazing. 2 vanity sinks, shower, toilet, large mirror, and yeah, this is the bathroom area. Let's take a look outside. Outside we have the plunge pool, shower to rinse off before going inside. Nice deck with 2 tanning chairs. The couch is a lot bigger compared to the beach villa. So here I think you can comfortably sit maybe 6 people. So if you happen to have friends here, feel free to invite them over and throw a party. Unlike most overwater villas, this one does not have a deck, so that's one thing to be aware of. So if you need to put your slippers on before jumping into the water, because it goes straight into the water here. I don't recommend jumping because the house reef is right here, and as you can see, there's tons of lively coral around. So you don't want to damage the coral and you don't want to injure yourself. Good morning. The best way to start the day is to go snorkeling. The house reef at W is one of the best in the Maldives. The resort provides free snorkeling equipment for all guests to use. If you go before 11 a.m., you have a better chance of observing the ocean life, eat breakfast, and hang out. It's the perfect place to encounter friendly reef sharks, sea turtles, eagle rays, coral, and hundreds of other species. Many villas have direct access to the reef-rooted villa decks where you can just dive right in. The reef sharks tend to hang out near the lobby area, and when we were there, we saw a few sea turtles near the land villas and spa area. We went snorkeling in the morning every day and loved it. After snorkeling in the morning, it was time for breakfast at Kitchen. Since we had Marriott Bonvoy Platinum status, we had the option to choose between breakfast or points for the welcome amenity, and breakfast is definitely the better value of the 2 options. If you don't have elite status, you can choose to book a room rate with breakfast included or buy a meal plan. Definitely shop around for the most competitive rates. I'll leave a link to a VIP booking portal in the description box down below that usually includes complimentary breakfast and other benefits when available, depending on the rate you choose. And if you're interested in a credit card that will give you automatic Marriott Bonvoy Platinum status, I'll leave that link in the description box as well. Breakfast at Kitchen features a buffet and an a la carte menu. There's a hot station with sausages, dim sum, and local dishes. There's also a wide variety of pastries, a fresh fruit and juice section, along with made-to-order stations for noodles, eggs, pancakes, and French toast. For seating, you can choose to sit indoors or outside with the option of overwater seating. I think the breakfast spread here is high quality for a W and worth checking out. Later that day, we spent some time at the pool. What I like is that they have fun floaties that you can borrow. We may have borrowed a watermelon float to use in our villa pool. Throughout the day, there's also complimentary snacks like ice cream. It's a nice vibe to float around in the pool and enjoy the ocean views. The pool has a swim-up bar that serves drinks along with casual bites like burgers, pizza, and appetizers. In the evening, they host movie nights with complimentary snacks such as popcorn and ice cream. There's also a fitness center with a wide range of weights and ellipticals on property, but we didn't spend much time there since we spent a lot of time snorkeling and walking around property. On our way back to the villa, the management team had another surprise for us. The Supreme Overwater Villa was available on the last night of our stay, and they gave us a complimentary upgrade.
Hey everyone, it's Mandy and welcome to the Vice Presidential Suite at the W Maldives. Let's take a tour. Over here is the amazing outdoor deck, which has a giant couch, a swimming pool that's twice as large. Actually, it might be 2.5 times as large as the normal overwater villas. Tanning chairs, a smaller couch, and 2 hammocks. Super comfy hammocks. I don't recommend jumping off of here, but yeah, enjoy the view and relax outside. Let's head inside and check out the rest. Over here we have glass floors where you can enjoy the view of the fish swimming around. It doesn't look like, oh, there's a pointy boy. I'm kidding, I have no clue what these long fish are called with the pointy noses. I should probably look it up. Cool couch to entertain people, and then let's head to the master bedroom. Variety of comfy chairs, so highly Instagrammable chair in the bedroom. Vanity. Another chair to sit and relax if you don't want to be outside to enjoy the ocean view. If you're here with kids and they play outside, this is also a good chair to relax and keep one eye on the kids. Queen size bed, double vanity here, and an amazing bathtub with an ocean view. Alright, cool, let's head to the other side. Walk-in closet, and this is also a beach bag with towels ready to go. Tons of mirrors. Check your outfit before you leave the villa. At the entryway, there's 2 glass floors along with jellyfish on the back of the couch, which is an unexpected touch, which makes everything really pop. I really like the artwork in here. Over here is a functioning stove along with dishwasher, full bar, along with a microwave, and down here are the non-alcoholic drinks, which are complimentary. And the reason I mentioned children earlier is because this is the kids' bedroom. So slightly smaller in size compared to the master bedroom, but the biggest difference is the relatively small bathroom. 1 sink, shower area, which is basically the size of a closet. Toilet is here, which is basically the same size. And yeah, they have their own little closet as well. We take a step down, we have snacks. So this is the daily platinum amenity. So today we got coconuts along with some cake and a bottle of water, and dining room area is here. So I guess you can invite a private chef, it is an option, and they'll cook for you in room dining.
For dinner, we went to Fire, where it's jungle meets beach vibes, and the focus is on grilled and charcoal dining. Prices were relatively reasonable compared to other luxury resorts. For the main dish, we ordered lamb chops and a steak. It came with sides, and we chose steamed bok choy and mixed greens. Everything was perfectly cooked. It's also an open kitchen, so you can watch them cook your food if you want. Overall, we loved our stay at the W Maldives and would happily stay here again. The management and team are stellar with acknowledging Marriott Bonvoy elite status and proactively upgrading guests. I would say that the W is the perfect spot if you want more playful and contemporary vibes. It's not really timeless luxury like the St. Regis. The properties have 2 very different vibes, so choose accordingly. For food, regardless of where you stay, it's going to be a premium because you're on a secluded island. With that being said, I think the prices were reasonable and the food was high quality. We didn't do any extra excursions since the house reef was so vibrant. Maybe next time. If you made it this far in the video, leave a watermelon emoji down in the comments below and I'll try to heart and respond. My question to you is, what are your thoughts on the W Maldives and would you stay here? Let me and everyone else know down in the comments below. See you in the next one.